When the agents know that you know that they're an agent, when the psychopath knows that you know they're a psychopath, when the sociopath, when the narcissist, when the Jezebel, when the Delilah, when the scorner. The scorner's easy to catch, because they're always blaming everybody. They hate authority and all that. But when the scorner knows that you know, the Jezebel, the Delilah, the lies, when they know that you know that the jig is up, they have to go away. Every time. They always have to run. They will never face the music. Because the contradictions, the games that they play, are just games, because nobody could function if they're doing it intentionally, because they couldn't function in life. They couldn't function on a day-to-day basis if they were not doing it intentionally, because they have to take care of their business, The games that people play is a trip, ain't it? The thing that will save you the most in life is just always tell the truth. See, when you speak truth, you don't have to worry about what you said, because you know you told the truth. But when they're speaking lies, they're always having to try to remember their lies. And you would think that they would learn this. You would think they would learn this sooner or later, that if you start to lie, you start to lie to yourself. If a person's telling lies to other people, eventually they start to believe those lies, and they start to lie to themselves and believe their own lies. And that's part of the curse, That's why people get Alzheimer's, I think. Because they lie so much, they start to believe their own lies and their own delusions. So when a liar faces off with a truther, when an absolute liar faces off with an absolute truther, that no matter what, they're going to stand on truth, even if they get their head cut off, they don't know what to do. They never met that kind of creature before. They don't know what to do with that kind of creature. I don't care what you say. I don't care what kind of threat. The truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. I don't care if you run, leave, cry, throw a fit, threaten, accuse, whatever. I don't care. The truth is the truth. It kind of blows your mind. And I saw it growing up, And I remember there were points in your life. I was kind of raised by my grandmother, and she says, always tell the truth. And she said, read your Bible before you die. And so I was influenced by my grandmother, who said, always tell the truth. And I had what really settled it for me, which it was already settled, but this really settled it. Some kid next door knocked, is he here? And I was hiding behind the door because I didn't want to talk to him or whatever, some kid next door. And my grandmother said, well, I don't see him right now. And I heard her say that, and I thought, well, she didn't lie. So that taught me a lesson, I might have been 8 years old or something. I don't see him right now. I thought, oh, she don't lie. My grandmother doesn't lie. Even a little small lie, she wouldn't lie. So I learned from my grandmother early on that even little small white lie is a lie, And so there was points in your life, though, where people would come up and get you to try to compromise and tell a lie. And I think this is how the devil knows who's going to go to the dark side. Because I would always tell the truth, even if I got in trouble. Even if somebody was lying on me, and I told the truth, yeah, I was over there, but I didn't do it. They did it. Well, you were over there. Why were you over there? Or something. I'm not saying that happened, but that's a good example. Even if it makes you look bad, you tell the truth. It don't matter if you get punished. Even if you didn't do what they say that you did, you might be in the vicinity, So I've noticed that my whole life, that was a battle. You'd be around people who would lie just to cover their CYA, right? And there's very few out here that would just tell the truth, even if they got in trouble. And that goes back to reading Proverbs, And that also goes back to God knows your heart. God's looking on your heart. God's watching in your heart, your mind, your words, everything about you. God is watching. And so when a real truther, an absolute truther, faces off with a liar, they're kind of knocked aback. They're like knocked back. When Jesus spoke, the soldiers fell back they fell back. So when you as a truther speak to a liar, they're taken aback. They try to wiggle. When I was married, they used this word salad, right? So they try to use all the word salad. This is before I knew I studied narcissism. So they'd use the word salad to try to hide, Well, let's stay on topic. Why did you say this? Word salad. Why'd you do this? You back them into a corner and they get in that corner. Why'd you say that? Let's sit down and have a talk. They don't want to sit down and have a talk because they just want drama so they can hide, I saw that. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I could not believe it when I saw it. That girl's gained a lot of weight over the years. That's that guy's daughter. At least she's helping him. Anyway, it's a trip. I remember there was a deacon and his wife living there. And you go over there to visit, they were fighting like cats and dogs, but he was a deacon. And then they'd walk out the road, walk up the church, go to the church, smiling, all happy, paint his face. But inside the house, they were miserable and hated each other. And they would talk about each other and backbite each other and all that. They were miserable, but they stayed married. And the reason, and then he was giving her $600 a month way back then. And he cut her off. And she went crazy because she was giving the money to her. It was his second marriage. She was giving, and he got judged because he admitted cheating on his first wife, and he was giving all that money to his second wife, and she didn't really love him. She just married him for money, and they kept on that image for the church, It was just outward show, and he had a place at the lake, and my wife was kind of drawn into that because she was a money woman. Let's go down to the lake and visit them at their lake house. And she was trying to get in and get some of that money, The Pentecostals just love money. So she would only befriend people with money, And it was so sick what I saw. And it's like, come on. No matter where you look, you get these people who love money more than truth. They will break covenant because of money. These people are sick. There's some sick people in this world. And they don't know they're going to face God one day. And not only going to face God, but that pattern that they create in their mind of lies and manipulation and witchcraft is destroying their heart, destroying their mind. They're going to probably get dementia or Alzheimer's because every lie that they tell is causing confusion in their body. They're going to be sick. The more lies you tell, the more your body is going to be sick. The lies affect your body. The heart affects your body. And so they just keep living in more lies and more lies and more lies and more manipulation, playing the same game. You see these older women trying to act like they're 18, going out to the bars and trying to chase men and all that. And they're in their late 50s and 60s and 70s and still trying to be all, stupid stuff. It's just stupid. It's really ridiculous. What you see in this life, this cartoon land, it's actually a cartoon scenario, a bunch of clay people walking around, clay vessels. What you see in this life, how cartoonish it really is and how stupid people act and how they live in fear and insecurities and doubts and all that. That's all they live in every day. And you're like, what have you been doing your whole life? Still acting like you're 16 when you're not, when you're way up here. You're still talking like you were when you were 14, 16, 18, and you're still thinking that way. What have you been doing? What is wrong with you, you know?